Now, I bet you didn't know that today is World Plant Milk Day. It promotes the varieties of dairy-free milks around the world. In South Africa, there are at least 79 milk alternatives to choose from. I'm now joined by Donovan Will, the director of ProVeg South Africa. Now, Donovan, I didn't know that there were actually 79 different types of milks that you could choose from in South Africa. What are these milks?
So, interestingly, we didn't even know this. So just before World Plant Milk Day, we thought at ProVeg we would try to get hold of all the different options we could. And we started getting them in, looking online, going to the stores and finding them. And we found 79, and there are actually more. We found a few more since then. So, you know, when we look at the different types, we have the ones that people, I think, are quite familiar with: coconut milk, soy milk, almond milk. But then we also have cashew milk, coconut, or as I said, coconut milk, hazelnut milk, hemp milk, macadamia milk, quinoa milk, rice milk. So there really are a lot of different options.
So Donovan, you know, a lot of people would only know, for instance, milk coming from animals, cow milk. What is the difference between plant-based milk and cow milk, and why is it better to have, you know, the plant-based milk?
Yeah, so there are a lot of advantages of eating milk that comes from plants. You know, most of us have just grown up eating and drinking cow's milk, and we just assume that that's the option out there that we should be having. But from an environmental point of view, plant milk is way better. It uses a lot less land, causes a lot less greenhouse gas emissions. And in South Africa, I think one of the most important aspects is that it uses a lot less water. And then from a health point of view, you know, plant-based milks have much lower saturated fat, they have no cholesterol, they have no hormones. And for anyone who's lactose intolerant, and a lot of people don't even realize that they're lactose intolerant because the symptoms can often be quite mild, you know, just a little bit of gas or a little bit of abdominal discomfort. So they don't even realize that they're lactose intolerant. So a lot of people only realize that they'll feel a lot better without milk when they actually switch to a plant-based diet, or just switch out from drinking milk. And then the other big advantage for a lot of people, more and more people are looking at how cows are treated on these big factory farms. You know, if a cow has to spend its whole life being milked, basically, a lot of people are just choosing to go for the plant-based option because obviously no animals have to be involved in that.
Now, Donovan, a lot of people would think milk such as, I don't know, whole wheat milk or any other type of milk besides milk coming from a cow is more expensive. Would this be true? Would the poor be able to afford, for instance, almond milk?
So I think for some of the milk options, they are quite a lot more expensive. And again, this is one of these things, you know, the first time we saw people walking around with cell phones, we all thought they were crazy and the cell phones were very expensive. So as more and more people start adopting these options, the prices will come down. So at the moment, there's some good options on the market that are quite affordable. I've got one with me here. This is one of my favorites, Good Hope Ma. So it is still a bit more expensive than dairy milk, but it is one of the cheaper options and it actually tastes really good.
Well, thank you very much, Donovan Will, the director of ProVeg South Africa.